So now, I'm gonna talk about the board and then I'll play Greg. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Can everybody see the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The reason I'm gonna talk about
Yes.
the board is because the board, you need to know about the board. The board has names, and each square has its own name. It starts A through H and 1 through 8. Now, the reason I'm gonna talk about the board today is because this is the battlefield. This is the Board of Education. And so you need to know where the squares are. When I say F3, I mean this square here. If I say move my bishop to Charlie 3, that's this square here. If I move my bishop to D5, that's this square here. Each square has its own name. This is apple 1, apple 2, apple 3, apple 4. So each square has its own name. Now the board is defined by ranks, files, and diagonals. This is a diagonal. This is a rank. And this is a file. So it's only 3 things. That's all you gotta worry about. Ranks, files, and diagonal. Each square has its own name. Now, why is that important? Because if you take my book and you go through my book, you'll see where I beat one of the top Russian grandmasters in the world. And you can do a play-by-play. So if I move my bishop to Charlie 4, you'll know that I put my bishop here. That's Charlie 4. Let's put a bishop on the board and just give you a scenario. Let's say I had a bishop here. And I say put the bishop on Charlie 4. Bam, that's Charlie 4. Well, let's say if I put my bishop on apple 2, that's apple 2. Well, let's say I say bishop to F7, that's F7. So each square has its own name. Now I'm gonna give you guys a test. What is this square here called?
That's echo 6.
Elephant 6. If I say elephant 6, you know it's an E. Or I can say Edward. Okay? Okay, what is this square here called?
Charlie 7.
Charlie 7. Okay, good job. How about this square?
Gregory 7.
Exactly.
Golf 7.
Greg 7, Greg's 5, and so on, yes? So why is that important? Because if I'm playing Greg a match, I can tell you so-and-so or whatever, yes? I can say something like each square, okay? You'll know. Okay, good job. Now let's see. I'm just going away. All right, maybe because I'm Mario. Okay, so, all right, let's see here. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody's phone ringing.
Not my phone.
Boom. Oh, it won't let me do what I want to do. Okay, so Greg, you ready?
All right, for a game?
Yeah.
Well, since I discovered that my dream was really a nightmare, I'm going to let Eric substitute for me. I'm sending in Eric.
All right, Eric, you ready? Eric, you ready? Let me, I got to get this.
Eric is muted. Unmute yourself, Eric.
Oh, yeah. I said I got spanked last week. I'm good to go.
All right.
I'll pass on that.
All right, so who's going to challenge me? Margaret, you going to challenge me?
What about one of the ladies, Margaret, Joy?
I don't think I'm ready to challenge you.
All right, well, let me just go over a few lessons real quick. Can everybody see the board?
Yes.
Okay, you see the board. Okay, let's say if I put a queen
I see,
You see the board?
No, I don't see
No,
the
no, the
board.
board is not up.
Board's not
All
up.
right, let me just go back. Let me just see here. All right, hold on a second. Let me do something. Boom, boom. Share screen, boom. All right, can you see the board now?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Okay, let's say I have a king here and a king here and a rook here, and it's white to move. What's a good move for white? Anyone?
Put in check. Put them in check.
All right, but which one?
I would
Hotel.
start out with moving A7.
No, I don't move A7. Leave A7 alone.
All right.
Let me tell you why.
I
Because
see
you
why.
got-
I see
look,
why. I
You
see
see why now? But I
Yeah,
want the
yeah,
other class
yeah.
to know. I want the other class to
Yeah.
know. Don't bother
It's
this one. Because
H7.
this, you already got a road cut off. You already got it cut off. So now
Mhm.
you want to cut this
Yeah.
one off.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
now he's
That's
got it forced into the back. You
Yeah,
see that?
yeah, I see
Now
that.
look, let me show you something. Now let's put it back. If I do A, hang on a second. If I do A, he gonna get out.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I don't want him to get out. And so here's what I want to teach you guys.
You want to pin them.
This is huge what I'm about to say. When you playing chess, your number one goal is to cut the king off. Cut
Yeah.
the king what?
Cut the
Say
king.
him off.
Cut the king off. And so the best move to cut it off is here.
Yeah.
Now the king got to go to the back. Now, Greg, if I go here, what's the best move?
If you go there, wow.
This is a trick question. If I go there, what to do?
What I would do is
Game is over.
go-
No matter what.
I would go to A7. I mean, yeah, I'd move up to A7. Protected.
What
You can't
rook?
do anything.
Well, what rook?
Rook. This rook. A7.
Which rook?
The white rook.
Both.
A7.
I have two white rooks.
I said A7. Checkmate.
No,
A7.
Rook.
Don't
Let me talk, Greg. You have to say rook on blank to blank. Rook on what to what?
Okay. Rook. A.
Rook on what?
A7.
No. Where's the rook at?
A-
Which rook?
He
I
on
have two rooks.
A6.
You got to listen, Greg. You got to say rook. The rook on the H file. The rook on H7. The blah blah blah. Or you got to say the rook on A6. The blah blah blah. So what's
Okay, the rook on A file to 7 to space 7.
No,
No?
that's a bad move. The best move is to just go here. Boom.
All right.
Mhm.
Now, no matter what he does, the game is over. Let's say he go here. It don't matter. Game over.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
That's okay. So here's my teachable moment. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. The first crack could be a whack and you can't take it back. So think before you act. So now, let's look at another scenario. Let's say I had a rook here and a rook here. And it's white to move. What's a good move?
White to move.
You white to move. Greg?
Well, again, I'd put the king in check from B.
No, putting the king in check is inferior. Don't do that. What you do is cut the king off.
Mhm.
Now the game is over. See that? Now the king can't come up. You put him in check, he's gonna run and get out of it. So now I got the king cut off. The king got to stay on the back row no matter what. And now let's say he go here. Then you can go here. Let's say he go here. The game is what?
Over.
Yeah.
Because I cut the king off. I don't want him to get out.
Yeah.
So let me show you another trick. Let me take this off. Take this off. Okay, let's say you have a queen. Here, I'm gonna teach you something that's worth $1 million. This is worth $1 million. The number one rule is to cut the king what?
Cut the king off.
Right.
Mhm.
So if I put him in check, if he go here, I bring my king up. If he go here, now I play here to cut the king what?
No,
Cut the
go
king
back
off.
where you were. Go back to that.
Yeah.
move. Go put your queen back here. He can't go there. He'd be in check.
Okay, that's fine. Let's say he went here. Okay, don't matter. Go here to cut the king off. The bottom line is cut the king what? The
Off.
point I'm trying to make is, what I'm trying to make to you, the point I'm trying to make is cut the king off. Cut the king
Yeah.
what?
You get that point.
That's all I'm trying to make. Look, let's say for an example, let's say here, and he go here, bam. Let's say he go here. Now, oh, I'm sorry. Let's say he go here. All I want to do now is cut the king what?
Off.
It don't matter which one of these. It don't matter. I can go anywhere on this highway as long as I'm cutting the king what? Off.
Cut him off.
So now, if he go
And
here,
cutting the
I
king
can walk
off.
over,
Cutting the
walk
king
the
off.
king
You
over, he
mean
go
that
here. Walk the king over, he go here. Walk the king over, he go here, and that's checkmate.
when you say cut the king off, you're meaning that he can't move up a file. He can't come up.
Now let me
He's
show
gotta
you what
stay
I
on
mean.
the road that
Let me
he's
show you
on.
what I mean. When I say
What?
cut the king, when I say cut the king off, the king got to stay on the back row. He got to stay on the
Yeah,
back what?
yeah. He's got to stay on the
See
road
that?
that he's on.
That's all he can do is stay on the back what?
On the road.
Row.
Right. So how do you cut the king off? Put a queen anywhere on this highway here.
All right.
So if I put a queen here, bam, the king is cut off. Now
Yeah.
I just take my king. Let's say he go here. Boom. Just take my king. Boom. I don't have to move anymore. I just go here, bang. So the main thing I'm trying to teach people is to cut the king off. Now, when the king has no options, Margaret, that's called checkmate. What is it called?
Checkmate.
Checkmate. And so everyone on the class, everyone in this class right now, I want you to know that each and every one of you are brilliant. Each and every one of you are important. So I'm here to serve you. So at this time, I'm gonna take questions. Like, let me show you a famous game that I checkmated somebody. Now, the reason I'm gonna show you this game is because you can get ideas from what I did, and you could do the same thing. I didn't have a lot to work with, but I was able to checkmate it. Okay, and I'm gonna show you the position. I had a king here. I think he had a queen here, and I had a king. Okay, well, I had this. It was this. I had a knight here. Okay, now I'm gonna show you this position. The reason I'm showing you this because there gonna be situations where you can have the same thing. I think he had a rook here too. Okay, now on the board, I'm losing because I have white and because my opponent has more money than me. But I'm winning the game because I put him in what? Check.
Okay.
If he go here, I go here, and that's checkmate because the queen is kissing the king, and I have backup. The knight is protecting my queen. Do you see that, Mary? Margaret, do you see that?
I do.
Okay, so that's checkmate. So he can't go to that square because I go there with the queen. That's checkmate. The queen kissed the king. The game is over. So he realized that. So he played in the corner. So I put him in check with the knight. Okay, hang on a second. He in check with the knight. Now, when you in check, you must move your king. He moved his king to here, and I put him in double check. Double check, you must move your king. He can't go here, because if you go there, I'll put him in what?
Checkmate.
Right. So he played there, and then I gave my queen away for free. So he didn't check. Now, in this case here, his king is in check. He can't take with the king because it's protected with the what?
You take with the
The knight.
castle.
So he take with the castle, and then I go here, checkmate.
Wow.
All I have was a knight. All I have is what?
Knight.
The
Knight.
knight.
Knight is all I need. The game is what?
Over.
Now, people say, well, why is the game over? Because the king has nowhere to go. Can the king move? Say no.
No.
No,
No.
can't move.
No.
That's called smothered mate. What is it called?
What?
Mother of the king.
Smothered. Not smothered
Smothered
pork
mate.
chop. Not smothered pork chop, but smothered mate.
Mother.
Now,
Mother mate.
I'm going to clear up a few misconceptions out there. A lot of misconceptions out there. People will tell you that blood is thicker than water.
It is.
But let me teach you something that's worth a lot. This is worth a lot. But serve, pancakes and serve, the serve you put on pancakes is thicker than blood. So technically speaking, pancakes come before family.
No. Come again, check.
I got a sweet tooth.
So technically speaking, pancakes come before family. Okay, so now let's go back to slow motion of this game so you can see what I did.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said when the king is in check, you must move it.
Yes.
When the king is in check, you must move it. For an example, the king now is in
block.
check.
Or a block.
Or block, yeah.
You got to
You can
run,
block.
capture. You got 3 options. You can run, capture, or block. But in this case, you can't do none of that but run. So look, the king is in danger because I'm shooting a beam of light toward the king. Do you see that there? I'm
Yeah.
shooting a laser beam. Now the king cannot go here because I was up here with mate. So the king ran to here. I put him in check. He go here. This is double check. Now, what do you mean by double check? He in check with the knight. He in check with the bishop. That's double check. He can't go, the king cannot go here. He can't go here because I'll checkmate him, right? So he goes to the corner. Now I put him in check. Now the king cannot capture the queen because it's protected by the knight. So he captured with the rook, and I go here check. Now the king is in check, and that's checkmate because the king has nowhere to go. Now the knight moves on a capital A, a 1, 2, turn. That's how the knight moves, 1, 2, turn. So the knight has the king in check. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Yeah, it just might be to a person's fancy, whatever. But other than the queen, if you didn't have a queen, what 2 pieces on the board would be, in your opinion, the easiest to use to attack your opponent?
2 bishops are real good. I was talking to Greg last week, and you guys were listening in. Greg was telling me, oh, the knight is important. Now, see, 2 knights cannot checkmate a king. So between me and you, bishops are worth more than knights because 2 bishops will eat a king up and his game is over. But if you have 2 knights, it's a draw, and you can't checkmate with 2 knights because knights step on each other's toes. Let me give you an example. If I have a knight here, let's say I have a knight here and a knight here. They stepping on each other's toes. I can't move this knight because it's in the same square. So knights are not good. Knights, don't get it twisted. Knights are very powerful. It's just a closed position, and you need to leap over some stuff. Let's say you got a lot of pawns, and it's like a blockade. Then a knight is good. But if you got open board and its pieces are open, it's wide open, then bishops are good. But if you have 2, so if to answer your question, 2 bishops are real good, 2 rooks are real good. Now we demonstrated how.
What about a knight and a bishop instead of
a knight and a
bishops?
bishop is good, but let me let you in on the secret. A knight and a bishop you can checkmate, and that's fine. But 2 bishops will eat you quicker. Because
Okay.
2 bishops, man, they got black and white. It's over.
Why are 2 bishops more powerful than 2 castles?
No, I didn't say that. Well, 2 castles is better than 2 bishops. 2 castles are better than 2 bishops. But if you had 2, if the argument was between 2 bishops and 2 knights, I would say 2 bishops. Now, 2 rooks are perfect. Let me tell you why. Because if you have 2 rooks, then you can checkmate your opponent. Now, what's the best move here, Greg, for black?
Next move.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Is black move? What's the best move?
Okay. Oh yes, that's there. So the next move is to first of all move this.
Rook. Talking English. Rook on B. Rook on B8 to B what?
B8 to B2.
Exactly. Now the game is over. Now, what if I go here? What do you do?
Check. Put you in check here. Come over.
No, the game is over. What do you do?
The game is over.
The game is over.
Okay, let's come right down here and say check. That's it.
Wait,
Lock it up.
That ain't how
Lock
you
it
talk.
off.
You gotta say rook on F8 to F1, mate.
F1. Yeah, lock
So
it off.
let's talk like you're a college professor. Rook on F8 to F1, game over.
Rook off
Why is that game over?
F8 to
Because I'm
F1.
shooting a beam of light here. I'm shooting a beam of light here.
Okay.
King has
Yeah.
nowhere to go. Margaret,
Okay.
do you see that?
I do.
So the king had nowhere to go. Now, let's go back in slow motion.
Mm.
I like what Greg said. Greg said, hang on a second. Greg said, cut the king off. Bam, that's a good move. And then I went here, and the game is over here. Boom. Now, let's say when he cut my king off, that's the only move I have. I can't go over here. I have to go here, and the game is over. Bam. Y'all see that?
Mhm.
So let's say you have a queen here. Let's say you have a queen here, right? And let's take this off. What's the best move for black?
Best move for black.
Black to move. What is it? What do you do?
Well, I want to keep the king
All right.
on the
I
back
don't want to do
row.
none of that. Tell me what to do.
So
Give me the bottom line.
I will move queen E to
Queen on E6. Queen on E6. Say queen on E6.
to 2. Queen
E2,
on
right.
E6
That's
to,
right.
to 2.
Now the king is cut off. Now if he go here, you bring your king over. If he go here, you bring your king over. If you go here, you bring your king over. If you go here, you bring your king over. If you go here, the game is bam, checkmate. See that? The king off. Now, why am I teaching you this? I'm teaching you this because this is the hardest part to learn. I learned this. I've trained over 77,000 kids. And I learned this because I see the kids having a queen up and can't win the game. Because they don't, and I told them, cut the king off. Not my students, but other people's students. They have a queen up and they go draw. Because they don't know because they don't know to cut the king off. So the rule is cut the king off. Now, let's say I had a rook here. What's the best move?
Rook there. Oh, we're still playing cut the king off. So it's going to be rook on D to D2.
Yep. Rook on D6 to D2. All right, now, let me show you a game that I played so you guys can learn from it. I made it someone the other day and I sacrificed my queen. I put it on Facebook. I put the game on Facebook so people can see it. But the queen is only important to a point. If you can win the game, it's okay to get a queen up. Now let's set up a board real quick. Now let me teach you how to set the board up. The rooks are in the corner, the queen goes on her color, king next to the king, pawns in front. Okay? See the pawns?
Mhm.
And then the knight is on the end, and then the bishop, pawns, pawn. Any questions while I'm setting the board up?
Yeah, I've got another question.
Okay.
If your king was on the run, your opponent, had you under attack and your king was on the run and he was basically just trying to survive, which is the best position on the board for him to be? Close to the corner or more in the open?
In the open.
Well, as a rule, you keep your king in the corner. But let me caution you. It depends. You want to move near your army so your army can help you. If you got a knight, now a knight is a good defender of the king. Because if a knight is near the king, then the queen can't take him as easy. And I'll show you that a little later. So just remember, if you got a couple of knights, sometimes you can have a fortress. A fortress means you can't checkmate him, but he can't get you neither. So you good. So sometimes you can get a draw. If you have a knight, if you have like 2 knights and a bishop near your king, and he has a queen only, it's a draw because the knights and the bishop not gonna let him touch you. So you good. So that's a little mindful thing. Now, Margaret, don't be afraid to ask me questions because I'm here to serve you.
I got a question.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're planning to cover the procedure or of castling.
Yeah, I covered it. I'll cover it again. Go ahead.
Question is it always best to castle in every game?
No. And let me tell you why. I beat a lot of people because they castle. When you
Explain the
castle, I know
to
where you live,
newcomers.
and I'm taking you out. If you
Explain the
castle on
to
me, Greg,
newcomers, checkmate.
if you castle on me, I'm gonna take you out.
Okay, explain it for the edification of the newcomers. Explain what the castle procedure is.
All right, let me do a castle. All right, if I move my pawn up, he go here. If I move my bishop out, he go here. If I bring my knight out, he go here. I castle, 1, 2, jump. Now, castling is a maneuver where you move the king first and you bring your rook over once. This is a castling maneuver. So let's say my black bring his knight out, and then I do this, and now black castle. Now, what I know where black lives, so I'm gonna tear this side. I'm gonna tear all this up. That's my job. In order for me to get his king, I gotta tear all this up. So let's say my opponent did something like this. I may do this, and my opponent may do something like this. I may do this. My opponent, I bring my knight out, and my opponent may do this. I may come down here and take that. Now I'm losing because I just gave up a bishop for a pawn. He take back and take here, but now I got his king open, and let's say he may threaten my bishop. I ignore that, and then let's say for example, he moved the knight here. I may go here. That's checkmate. Why is that checkmate, Greg?
Well, the king can't move anywhere, and he can't take the queen because the queen is protected by the knight.
Right.
And any other move that the king makes is automatically in check. If he goes to the corner, he's in check under the queen. If he comes up, he's under the queen. There's no way for him to go, and the queen cannot be taken by any other piece. There's no protection there. The game is over.
That? So the bottom line is this knight here is protecting his queen, and this queen is kissing the king. If the queen kissed the king, is a good thing. If the queen kissed the king, is a good what?
Checkmate.
It's a good thing. If the queen kissed the king, is a good thing. Now look, Margaret, see this queen here is kissing the king. Now, let's take this knight off the board. If the knight is not on the board, then black is winning because black gonna kill this queen.
Yeah.
See that?
Yep.
Now black is winning. Now the game is over. Black gonna win this game because I didn't have backup. So before you
but that's not a fair statement. That's not a fair statement that black's gonna win. That doesn't necessarily mean that black's
okay, let's
play
it out then.
What?
Let's play it out. I'm gonna play it out. I got black. Your move.
No, you take white.
I told you black gonna win. Let's play it out. You said he won't. Let's play it out. I'm gonna show you. This game is over. This game is over. When I tell you something, you can take it to the what?
Bank.
You can take it to the
So
bank.
you tell me, what you telling me, checkmate, is that if you're a white, you're a loser.
What? Now I can play white and still beat you. That's how I roll.
See? But you did say that the game is over.
Well,
I
mean,
yeah, I know what
just,
you mean. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, I'm just okay. All things being equal, okay. I'm not equal to you. I'm a little bit better. Yes, not much, but a little
I
bit.
thought we were both in pre-K.
No, you in college. I'm in pre-K. That's why I'm better. See, you've been playing for 62 years. I've been playing about 40 years. So you got me beat. But here's the thing.
Orrin, can you put that knight back on the board?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's checkmate.
Okay. All right, and go ahead and play that out, please, slowly.
Play what out? That is checkmate?
I mean, the game isn't over yet, right?
Now, the game is over now because my queen is kissing the king.
Queen can't move anywhere.
King has nowhere to go. See this queen here? It's kissing the king. It's lights out. Now, what's stopping the king from taking the queen? That's a good question. You need to know that.
Knight.
See this knight here? That knight right there is paying a mortgage. That knight right there is worth gold because it's holding up the queen. If the knight is not here, then black is winning. The game is over. Black will win. Now, Greg, let's play this out so I can show people that the game's over. Good move, Greg.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Make a move. Oh, let me give you power.
Am I white or am I black?
Hang on. No, yeah, you're white and I'm black.
No, I
I
want to be
told you.
black.
No, I'm black. I told you black. The game is over for black.
All right.
Or you want me to beat you the other way?
So it's white's move.
It's white move.
Oh man.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. Now it's your move.
Oh shit.
Oh, you try? Oh, move it. Okay. Now I'm in
Check.
check. Now he trying to win my queen class. Y'all see that?
Mm.
Yeah.
My king is in check. So yummy for my tummy. Give me that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Crazy. That was stupid on my part. Okay. So
Okay, now you threatening my knight. I'm gonna just come in your house. Now I'm walking in your house.
Mm.
okay.
You're gonna threaten my knight. Okay. Now sometimes you got to ignore people. When they threaten stuff of yours, sometimes you got to ignore them. I'm gonna ignore him. He can take my knight, but there will be sanctions and ramifications for taking that knight. Now, class, he can take that knight, but there will be sanctions, ramifications. See, his pawn right here can take my knight. But there will be sanctions, ramifications, and consequences, my brother.
Where was the queen before that? The black queen before?
I just moved my queen here and ignored the knight threat. My queen was down here.
So whose move is
Okay,
it?
from where your
Checkmate?
queen was.
It's white move. Now you can kill my knight if you want to.
From
No, I
where
don't
your
wanna kill your
queen.
knight.
Huh? Oh, he threatened. Okay, go there. Okay, not bad. Now watch this move, class. Checkmate. Now, why is that checkmate?
Because I can't move. I can't do anything. I can't get out. I can't
What's
kill
protecting
your
my queen?
queen.
Margaret,
The
what's
knight,
protecting
the
my
knight.
queen?
The knight is protecting your queen.
Do you see the 1-2 turn? Look, Mark, 1-2 turn.
Yeah.
The knight moves 1, 2, turn, and the L shape.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's why I was trying to tell him the game was over.
Yeah, no, I want to see you say go back. If we don't have time, but I want you to play with white and let me play with black and see if you could beat me.
I could have beat you with white because I'm a trick you.
Yeah. That would disprove what you're saying, that the game is over though for black. Depends on who's playing.
It depends on who playing. But I said earlier, all things being equal, the game is over because you was
There's
up
no
a whole.
such thing, my brother, as all things being equal. We know that's a farce. Things
No,
are never
what I
equal.
meant by that is if we're equal strength,
Yeah, but we're not.
we're not equal strength, no. But let's say, for an example, Michael Jordan and LeBron James, they equal strength, right?
Say what?
So-
Who? Who? Say it
LeBron
again.
James, I'm just giving you a scenario about equal strength.
LeBron
Meaning
against who?
that, huh?
Who do you say? LeBron against?
LeBron James, let's say Michael Jordan in his prime and LeBron James. LeBron James was a beast.
Man,
That
don't
dude,
go there.
man,
Don't go there.
I
Don't
see
go
that dude make some passes on the board. I'm like, man, it ought to be a law against doing that.
there.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you a famous game that I played. I want y'all to pay attention to this game because whatever I do, you can do. I was on national TV and I checkmated my opponent in 2 moves. I'm gonna show you what I did
Is that
so
the
that you
fool's
can do
mate?
the same thing. Huh?
Is that the fool's mate?
Yeah. And the reason I'm gonna show everybody this move because you can do the same thing. When you play your husband or your wife, you can checkmate them with this same move. Okay? Now watch.
I wouldn't advise you telling wives to play their husbands with it because they're gonna make their husband a fool.
No, it's not making him a fool. It's just he gonna be impressed. All right, let's see. Knight here, bishop. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a story and then I'm gonna play the game. I need a bishop. I need a rook. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Okay, so I need another bishop. Another knight. And I need a pawn. Need a pawn, and I need a rook. Okay, so let me tell you the story, Mark. It's very powerful. Okay. All right, let's see. Shirley, you there? Stacy, you there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
The
I'm
black
here.
queen and king are wrong.
Okay, yeah, we're fixing that. We're fixing
Good
that.
eye, good eye.
Okay, good job. Okay, now, the queen married the king. They got married by the bishop.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They ran off on a night and they went to the castle and the pawns of the children. Robert, you hear me? Robert, Stacy, Gwendolyn, can y'all hear me?
yes.
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 Godfrey, you there?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, now, so the queen wanted to get married, so she married this king. Then they ran off, then they got married by the bishop, they ran off on a night and they went to the castle and they had 8 children. Now I'm gonna show you a game where I checkmated someone on national TV in 2 moves. My
Who was it
opponent
that you were
played
playing?
F4.
Who were you playing?
I don't know, but you can Google. Go to CBS Early Morning Show or in Hudson National TV. You'll see.
I mean, was he a fool or what?
No, I'm gonna be. Let me tell you what happened. He was a student. He told me he had beat everybody else doing these same moves. Because if your opponent doesn't recognize it, they'll miss the opportunity. Opportunity is all around you, but people don't see the opportunity. Let me give you an example. When the Super Bowl came to Atlanta, I'm on the field network and making things happen. Why? I saw that opportunity. A lot of people say, well, the Super Bowl coming, I gotta have money to win. I can't go down there. That's not true. It don't take money to make money. It takes creativity to make money.
Yeah.
So let me show you how I checkmate my opponent in 2 moves. My opponent played F4 on national TV. I played E6. Now, I want to play E5, but if I play E5, he will take. So I can't do that. My opponent played G4 and the game is over. This is checkmate in 2 moves. Say fool's mate.
Mhm.
Who's
Who's
mate?
mate?
Yeah, because the game is over.
Now, what should he have done? What should he have done to prevent that?
Hold on a second. He do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Let's say, let me show you. Let's back it up. All right, his mistake. Let me show you his mistake. Okay, F4 is not a bad move. So when I play E6, he's good. Now he just can't play. He can't play G4. The game is over. Let's say what he could have done. He could have played. Hang on. He could have played. Let me put this knight here. He could have played knight here. If he played knight here, he would win, or not win, but he would have a better chance. Because if he
What about
put a knight there,
pawn G to 3?
if he put the knight there, he can kill my queen. I see
Yeah,
that.
but what about the pawn? When instead of going up to 4, if he went to 3
Yeah,
instead
he
of
can do
4?
3. 3 is a good move too. But let me tell you what I don't like about 3. I don't like this and this because now your king is weak, and black can come over here and do all this here and mess you up. You got it? See that trick?
Yeah, all right.
I don't like that. Okay, so that's why I like the night out. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys. Let me tell you the secret to winning the chess. The secret winning the chess is just like life. Managing resources. The opposite of wealth is not poor. The opposite of wealth is mismanagement of resources. Poor is just a reflection of how you use your resources. I learned this from my mom. My mom was a master at managing resources. My mom had 13 children. And actually she had 14 because she had to take care of my niece. So my mom took care of 14 children. And my sister had a baby and she took care of her. So my mom had 14 children and she was a master at resources. My mom didn't have a lot of money, but my mom was able to take a little with a lot. And what she did, how she did it was basically she had a lot of friends and she would go to estate sales and she would get a lot of good deals and that's how we survived. All right,
So question for you, Checkmate. What happens when you don't have resources?
You always have resources, but you don't recognize it. Let me give you an example. These people came to Jesus, they said, Jesus, we don't have any resources. He said, what do you mean? He said, well, all we got is a child with 2 feet. What? He's a child. He said, say that again. Child with what? They said 2 feet. Get breaking that. That's all you need. So a lot of times we overlook resources. Let me give you another example. I told this man the other day, he said, I don't have any resources, Orrin. I said, you got stuff in your garage right now that you're not even using. He called me back the other day. He said, Orrin, I'm finna make a donation to you. I said, why? He said, I took what you told me and sold several $100 worth of stuff out of my garage. You have resources right now that you don't even know about. You got stuff in your closet that you ain't even. I sold about $400 worth of stuff at my house the other day, put it on Facebook. You have resources that you ain't even using. You got food in your freezer that you can cook.
I tried to do that.
A man was telling me the other day, he told his wife, we don't have it in there to cook. And she said, yeah, we do. And she went in there and cooked in this good meal, and he like, oh my God. That day, she said, I took whatever. I took the chicken that we had left over, and I made this out of it or whatever. You always have resources.
Everybody wants you doggone.
Say what now?
Give them something free.
Everybody what now?
Sorry.
Margaret, any questions? Eric, any questions?
No. Good lessons. Good lessons.
Okay, James, any questions?
No, I'm good. It's 1:45.
Okay, we got 5 minutes. Thank you, James. Okay, we got 5 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is just show you another game that I played someone, and I had the black pieces. My opponent played F4. Now I didn't want any trouble. All I wanted was to try to trick him a little bit. So I did a sacrifice. Sacrifices must be made in order to break through. Now my opponent got greedy. He took my pawn. Now I didn't want any trouble. All I wanted was my pawn back. So I brought my knight out. 1, 2, turn. Help me out, class. 1, 2, turn. Help me out, class. 1, 2, turn. In an L shape. 1, 2, turn. That's how the knight moves. So he said, I ain't giving you that pawn back. So he brought his knight out. 1, 2, turn. Help me out, class. 1, 2, turn. Help me out, class.
1, 2, turn.
That's how the knight moves. Now, so I can't take my pawn back because he be taking with the knight. So I brought my lady out. I brought my most powerful piece out. The queen is 7 times more powerful than the king. So I activated my queen. Now my queen is trying to capture this pawn and the knight. So he said, nope, I'm not giving you that pawn. So, so he said, nope, I'm not giving you the pawn. So I'm gonna put my bishop here. And I said, oh man, he's trying to stop me. So I played here with the word check. Now, when you're in check, you can do 3 things: run, capture, or block. Let me hear you say it.
Run, capture,
or
block.
So he blocked with his bishop. I took this pawn, threatened to kill this rook. He played the bishop here, stopping me from killing the rook. I backed him, and then once I touch my bishop, it's touch move. He said, or when you touch your bishop, you got to move your bishop, and I'm going to take your queen. I said, not so fast. He can't take my queen, because if he takes my queen, his king will be in what class? Say check. Y'all see that?
Yes.
So he brought his, so in this case here, he put his queen here, and I took here, he took back. Now what did I do here, Greg? Tell me what the black do here. It's black to move.
Who's what? White to move?
It's black to move. What did I do?
Black to move.
Godfrey, what did I do? Anybody?
Well, if it's black to move, I mean, black's gonna take your white queen out.
You move the queen to C1.
Who said that?
Godfrey.
Godfrey, you the smartest dude alive, because that's checkmate. Thank you, guys. See now, Greg, you see that? Here's a teachable moment here. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Your first.
Let me just say, if I had taken your queen, what difference?
Taking the queen is inferior. Taking the queen is inferior. You lose, because then you'll be down a piece. But the game is over here.
If I take your queen, I don't lose.
Your
Yes,
queen was captured by the knight.
In this
If you
case,
take my queen, you will lose. I will beat you.
So I take your queen, and
I
if
take
you
that
don't
with
move,
the
you
knight.
can't move. I'm gonna take your rook. So it'd be a longer version, but it'll be checkmate still.
No, this.
All right, go back. Let me play it out with you.
All right, okay. So you
I'm
said
there, and I take your queen. Fine. What's your move? We take that. Okay.
And the
End
game
of
is over,
discussion.
you lose.
End of discussion.
Yeah,
He
you
had the
lose.
right move. Coming
Yeah.
down. Checkmate.
Yeah, so the bottom line is, yeah. So Godfrey, I thank God for Godfrey. How'd you see that winning move, Godfrey? Godfrey's the real deal, Holyfield. Yeah, so when you slide inside, the game is over. And so here's a teachable moment, class. This is everybody to remember. Sometimes in life, you have to do the opposite of what you think. Sometimes in life, you got to pause, you got to ponder, you got to pray before you proceed, because you can make one move in life and never recover. John Lewis talked about good trouble. I don't believe in good trouble. Let me tell you what I believe in. I believe in good moves, and I believe in good voices. If you listen to the right people, you move in the right direction. So I believe in listening to good voices and making good moves. Here's why. When you make a good move, the board and life doesn't care who you are. If you make a good move, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you come from. All moves are valid. And so when you make a good move, it doesn't matter what color you are, it don't matter where you were born, it don't matter where you were raised, you will win if you make a good move. When I played this move and won this championship match against this guy, the guy said to me something I'll never forget. He said, wow. He said, you set me up. You playing this. And I said, yes, I'm playing this. I was hoping you would go for this. And he went straight down into my preparation. And so here's what life is about. Life is about preparation. Preparation allows you to be lucky. Lucky is when preparation meets opportunity. Opportunity is all around us. You have resources all around you, but you got to figure out the resources that you have, and you have to use what you have. Look at this here. I don't know if can y'all see that?
Yes.
I won this award from CEO Burr Ellis in December 2016. That was awesome. What am I saying to you? The lady who submitted for me this award, I don't know if you're gonna win this, but I'm gonna try it. She said, between me and you, you're not gonna win it. And I won. So you don't never know until you put your name out there, until things happen. Yes. And so it's 1:50. It's time to close out. I'm gonna close out with my poem. My poem is called Be Someone. I came up with the name Be Someone because Abraham Lincoln, his mother, her last words on the planet of Abraham Lincoln was be someone. And even though Abraham Lincoln had failed many times running for public office, he took those two words, be someone, all the way to the White House. So I close with this poem. Being the best is a major quest. Don't get upset if you fail your first test. Try again and learn from within. Set your goals high and believe that you can. Stay focused and on track. Associate with positive people and don't look back. Believe in yourself and think before you act. Keep a positive attitude and get all the facts. Your mind is a pearl. You can change the world. Be someone.
Right.
Hey, that's it for today. James, do we need any announcements?
No announcements on my end, but next time Stacy wants to play you.
Okay, I'll put her down for Stacy. What's Stacy? Let me see if I see her on the screen. Stacy, what's her last name?
It says Stacy Jim.
Okay, Stacy, you want to play me? Let her say something. Stacy, unmute yourself, Stacy.
Stacy made a very, very, very profound statement on chat.
Stacy, I'll play. Stacy, are you there?
Muted.
Okay. Anyway, I'll play James. Make sure I play Stacy on Thursday. Good night, everyone. Any other announcements?
Now, I just want to say, are you looking at chat, what Stacy said?
He said, I can play against you as you illustrated. I
Look
did.
at the
My
next
husband
one,
gets depressed if he plays chess with me. I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take that
Well,
in consideration.
all right. I'll see you guys Thursday. Peace and blessings.
All right.